And thank you so much, Aideen, for doing this presentation today. I know we have got lots of insights coming up on the EU Life programme. Just by way of introductions, deeply appreciate Department of Environment, Climate and Communications representatives, and delighted to welcome Aideen, our EU Programmes Manager and National Contact Point for Life. Just anything to do with life, contact Aideen if you're feeling good, if you need more information. The EU Life programme obviously has access to some of the energy pieces that we've got in Ireland and some of the community-based impacts, so directly relevant to social enterprise. But to tell us more and to go over the details of the programmes, it is great to welcome you here. How are you?
Hi, Chris. Thanks. I'm very well.
Good stuff. Well, Aideen, I'll let you take it away. We are interested in this project because clearly the energy piece is really important and communities are playing a huge role, not just in Ireland, but across Europe. So it'd be great to find out more, but I'll let you take it away.
Perfect. Thanks. Welcome all to this presentation on the EU Life Programme and how it can support social enterprises in advancing sustainability and community-led initiatives. We'll explore funding opportunities that align with social and environmental impact. Remember, Life calls open annually in April and close in mid-September, so it's essential to plan ahead. And as Chris said, my name is Aideen Reilly and I head the National Contact Point Life here at the Department for the Environment, Climate and Communications. Life is a key funding programme that supports projects tackling environmental and climate challenges. Social enterprises are well placed to apply, particularly those focusing on sustainability, green jobs and circular economy models. Funding can cover a significant portion of project costs, making it an excellent opportunity to scale impact. From the slide, you'll see grants range from anything from 60% to 95% of those project costs, and we'll get into further details regarding that later. This is how the LIFE programme is set out, and the current financial framework covers up to 2027. It's split into two: environment and climate. Life Environment Subprogramme aims to support projects that contribute to the development and implementation of EU environmental policy and legislation. It focuses on areas such as nature conservation, biodiversity, waste management, air quality, water management, and the circular economy. Projects under this sub-programme often involve the demonstration of innovative solutions, best practices, and the dissemination of environmental knowledge and information. Under Life Climate Action, this sub-programme is dedicated to supporting projects that address climate change, mitigation and adaptation. It aims to contribute to the achievement of EU climate targets and the implementation of the Paris Agreement. Projects in this sub-programme cover a wide range of areas including renewable energy, energy efficiency, climate finance, climate governance and resilience to climate change impacts. They promote the development and demonstration of innovative technologies, policies and practices for a low carbon and climate resistant future. Technical assistance replication is a recent addition. These projects are to facilitate and enable the upscaling or replication of results achieved by projects previously funded by the EU. The proposal must fall under the nature and biodiversity and circular economy and quality of life sub-programmes. Life funding is structured around four key areas, many of which align with the work of social enterprises. Whether you are involved in conservation, circular economy solutions, climate resilience, or community energy, there are funding opportunities available to support your mission. Life funding isn't just financial support, it's an opportunity to scale impact, strengthen partnerships, and increase credibility. Social enterprises often work at the intersection of innovation and community development, making them strong candidates for life projects. Here are some examples of successful life projects that demonstrate strong social and environmental impact. These projects have engaged communities, improved ecosystems, and contributed to sustainability goals. Social enterprises can leverage similar approaches to secure funding. Projects also are both rural and urban in nature, and everyone in Ireland is suitable and can apply. The Dublin Urban Rivers Life, or DURL for short, project received 1.2 million in funding, and this helped to fund, amongst other things, the recruitment of an outreach team. The Lochcara community group used leader funding before applying for LIFE. Mayo County Council then became a lead partner, and LIFE helped support the recruitment and retainment of a project management team. Any public or private organisation registered in the European Union can apply. In Ireland, we have had government departments, local authorities, and community groups successfully receive LIFE funding. You can apply entirely on your own as one entity, or you can go in as a consortium. The advantages of a consortium is that you bring expertise from other groups, and we as the national contact point can help you find suitable partners. Social enterprises are eligible to apply for LIFE funding alongside other organisations. Funding levels vary depending on the type of project, with significant financial support available, especially for biodiversity and clean energy initiatives. 95% under the clean energy transition is certainly attractive. The one caveat with this is that you must have two other partners from two other member states. But we here in DEC, as part of the national contact point, can help you find partners. And Irish partners are always very highly desirable as they are native English speakers. Timing is critical when applying for LIFE funding. Calls open in April and close in mid-September each year. Preparing a strong application takes time, so it's essential to start early and seek guidance where needed. If you're considering applying, the next steps involve aligning your project with LIFE priorities, connecting with potential partners, and reviewing successful projects for inspiration. There are excellent resources available to guide you through the process, including myself and the team as the national contact point. The national contact point is here to support your applicants throughout the LIFE funding process. They can review your application, check eligibility, help with partner searches, and even provide, as well as source, letters of support. Engaging with us early can make a big difference in developing a successful project. To get started with LIFE, you can visit the EU LIFE website for detailed programme information and browse the project database to see what has been funded before. For direct support, contact us here at DEC as the national contact point for LIFE. You can also apply to be on our mailing list, where you will receive, before anyone else, details of when the LIFE projects will, details of when the LIFE programme will launch their calls and closing dates. I hope this has given you insights into how LIFE funding can support your work. If you have any questions or need further details, don't hesitate to reach out. Best of luck with your projects.
Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Aideen. It's fantastic to see that there are supports available for particularly this just transition and climate and energy and environment, which is fantastic. You've mentioned there a couple of things, but just maybe one or two. When people reach out to you and contact you, what's the type of supports they can expect to receive? Obviously, you're not going to do all the work for them. So where does that start and where does that end? And what are the sort of things that maybe you can give an example of stuff you've seen in the past, of maybe where you've been able to give good advice and people have been able to take that on?
Well, the first thing, if you are contacting us, please give us an outline of what your project is. This will then give us an idea of what support we can offer. For example, if you're planning to apply to one of the nature biodiversity programs, we could maybe put you in touch with a relevant climate action officer within your local county council. These are great resources, and it usually helps to have them as a partner on your project, because it shows the EU that you are dealing with the legacy issue with engaging with local administration. So we'll help you find partners. We'll also check the eligibility criteria for you. Lots of projects in the past, sometimes they'll fall in between sub-programs, and we'll offer advice on maybe where they would score higher and their best chances of receiving support.
A lot of social enterprises, regardless of how much they have interaction, sometimes struggle with the slower change of local authorities and government departments, but you have that contact point. And while it doesn't always work, the way that we would love for everybody to be on the ball, getting in early really does make a difference.
Certainly, especially if you're relying on either a government department or a local authority to provide that co-funding rate to make up the 100% of your project costs. Um, eh, Unfortunately, we can't just summy up money like that. So we do need time, maybe even a year out, to go through the process of securing the funding for the project.
And that's really important advice. A year out does make all the difference. So it's kind of start now is the best time to be able to do that, because you don't know what's going to come down the tracks in a short while. Just final things, just when people are reaching out to you and contacting, maybe they feel like they're too early. Maybe they're just starting out. But you were saying that, all social enterprises are welcome. And as you say, with a year in advance, it's really, really important that people get in there and find out what it's like. And it's never wasted, because the more you know, the better prepared you'll be for future attempts, right?
Yeah, Chris, it's never too early, and in fact, the more we know of what's happening on the ground, the better for us. You could be based up in Donegal and you don't know what's going on down in Rexford, and we may be able to put that partnership together and those resources. So even if life maybe isn't appropriate for your project, we can put you in touch with someone who may be, or someone within your local county council or another government department who may offer more localized financial support. So it's certainly never too early. Um, these applications take a long time, and getting your consortium together and working out who will be in charge of Rosh, that's weeks and months of involvement. And as you'll know, Chris, a lot of people as well, they'll work on this in a part-time basis. They have other full-time jobs, so it's really important. Start early. Start a year out, because then when you come back to me the following year, the year you want to apply, you'll be in a very good position, and we can help you with the likes of consultants to get that application over the line.
That's fantastic. No, deeply appreciated. Aideen, your contact details will be made available for the department and how people can get in touch. But I suppose for us, for now, thank you so much for taking the time, and we're hoping that we'll see many social enterprise applications for the Life project in the near future.
So do I. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.